Hello and welcome to Let's Talk. Today I'm here with Natalia Cuervo from Safety Net, and we're going to talk about a service that's provided by the Pembroke Pines Police Department that might interest you. It's something you might need. Hi Natalia, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Tell me about Safety Net.
Sure. So Safety Net by LoJack is a service that is designed to rescue individuals who have any kind of cognitive impairment, whether it be Alzheimer's, autism, Down syndrome, brain injury disorders, any kind of situation that puts the individual at risk of wandering or in a dangerous situation.
So it's a locator.
It is a bracelet, and it uses radio frequency technology to search and rescue those individuals within a 30-minute period if the protocol is followed. We find that this service is a life-saving program because without it, it's a needle in a haystack to try to find an individual who has wandered with Alzheimer's or with autism.
Sure.
And as we know about these conditions, these individuals tend to wander fearlessly through very risky situations that they may encounter, whether it be a lake, a pool, traffic, anything that arises their interest. This could cause severe dangers to these individuals. So as a result, Safety Net was created, and
it's the same LoJack that's in automobiles. It's the same
kind
concept.
Of facility. So the concept of LoJack for automobiles is to search and rescue kind of those automobiles that are stolen. So the technology is pretty much the same. Yeah. It's just in a small bracelet, and it is to search and rescue through a signal those individuals who are lost or reported missing. And the way that it works is the bracelet is to be worn 24/7, whether they put it in the wrist or whether they put it in their ankle. And the idea is that at any point when the child or the individual wanders off, 911 is called. So Pembroke Pines Police is called, and at that point, the same frequency code that is designated to that transmitter is aligned with the police department so that they can match the signal and then go around in their cars and their antennas and do a local search.
I think that's a fabulous service for anyone who has that kind of a need. I myself had a very young sister-in-law who had Alzheimer's and would wander out and she really didn't know how to get back. So if my brother had had that kind of an instrument, it would have been so helpful.
Exactly. So the service is designed for the caregiver. The child or the individual who's wandered, they're not aware that they're lost.
Right.
So the caregiver is the one responsible for making the process work.
Right.
And the way that they would do it is by calling Safety Net, letting them know there is a database that's part of the service that the police, it's a secure database that the police department has of Pembroke Pines and Safety Net. So when the child or anybody gets lost, there's a picture in the database that tends to look at all the wandering history, if any, a picture of the person that they're looking for, and at that point it makes it so much easier because without the service, what will happen now if somebody is not wearing the service? This is what happens. There's going to be a lot of officers out there, and it's a needle in a haystack to look for somebody.
Sure.
We have a situation in Virginia where a 9-year-old autistic boy was lost for 6 days, and they had the whole community, 900 individuals, looking for this child. And it turned out that the child was not even a mile away from his home. Had the child worn this bracelet, it would have only taken 30 minutes to find him if the proper protocol was followed.
Yeah,
so that just shows the magnitude of the value of the service.
If a child is walking in the street, there's no reason to say, are you lost? Because it's a kid walking on a street.
Absolutely.
You know, you
and a
wouldn't
lot
know.
of these children are nonverbal. So this becomes a voice for the child. They don't need to say anything. The police is out there looking for them. And that's what makes the service priceless.
Yeah, and our police department thinks it's a wonderful tool for them.
So I'm very pleased that Pembroke Pines Police Department saw the value about this service, and so we have donated the equipment to them so that they can in turn now go out to the community and provide this service to anybody who has a special need. and do the service, and they're blessed and they're happy to do it because the service works. Its
works.
service works.
And makes their job easier.
You only need like 3 officers out there versus, hundreds sometimes, and even getting volunteers and the dogs and, and the,
Right.
all of, everything that they use right now is truly, there's no need for something
I'm all for this
as
kind
simple.
of technology, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we've done so many rescues that I can countless names, and is the anguish parents have to go through
Yeah.
when they're looking for these kids is truly unnecessary. If they only knew that just a simple device could just prevent and
Well,
provide
that's
that peace
what I
of
hope
mind.
what we're doing.
Yes, it's the peace of mind that we're trying. We don't sell, we try to provide peace, And if these families can see the value in it, labeling is not an issue. It's you want that child to be wearing something that is going to protect their life. I mean, we're talking not about cars here.
Right.
We're talking about people.
Right.
And, when you care for a loved one, you will do what is necessary to protect them.
Oh, yeah.
And to know that law enforcement is behind these individuals is just truly, for me, a pleasure to be able to speak about it and let all the communities know that there's
Well,
finally
we
something out
have-
there that works.
We do have a very forward-thinking city
I see.
and backs our police department in any kind of an issue that's forward-thinking. So
Absolutely.
we're lucky.
Yes, and I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to use these venues to bring awareness to this kind of service, because as a lot of people don't know, they've heard of LoJack, but they have not heard that LoJack now has a safety net for people.
Right.
And so I really appreciate that, because
That's-
it makes my job go to sleep easy, knowing that if I was able to be the vehicle to change somebody's life and providing that peace, then I can sleep at night.
Thank you so much for bringing us this information, and we're going to try to get it out to all the people in Pembroke Pines and anyone who could use this service. We're happy to provide it.
And that's what we're
So,
here for. Thank
thank
you very
you.
much.
For OCTV, I'm Elaine Kugelman, and thank you so much for watching Let's Talk with Natalia Cuervo of Safety Net.